in the heart of a dark, dark forest. An unsettling sound echoes through the ancient trees. It's not the wind, nor the call of a lonely bird. It is the sound of footsteps. Heavy, deliberate, they seem to come from nowhere, vanishing into the whispering woods. Someone is out here. Something draws them to this secluded place. Something dark, something desperate. They push on, their face hidden in the shadows, their eyes fixed on a point far ahead. This is not a casual stroll in nature's embrace. This is a pilgrimage into the abyss, a journey to confront the demons of the past. In this remote sanctuary, amidst the moss-covered trees and fallen leaves, lies the secret to a nightmare that has haunted generations. Here, in the hushed tones of the forest, we will unravel the chilling enigma that continues to baffle the world. Welcome to my channel. Today we will go back to the terrifying event that sent shockwaves through the nation and left an indelible scar on the hearts of many. Get ready to delve into the depths of a mystery that has resisted the passage of time, a mystery known as D.B. Cooper. The ominous presence moves deeper into the woods, guided by an unseen force. The air grows heavy with anticipation, mirroring the turmoil in our souls as we inch closer to the truth. The hunter has become the hunted. The rules are being rewritten. And in this twisted game of cat and mouse, we are all players. The question is, can we escape the clutches of this enigmatic figure before it's too late? Join us on this spine-tingling journey where the boundaries between reality and nightmares blur. Brace yourself for the chilling tale that has captivated the world for over 5 decades. November 24, 1971, a seemingly ordinary day until fate took a sinister turn. It was a Thursday, much like any other, until tragedy struck. At the Portland International Airport, Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305 was preparing for takeoff, carrying within its metallic womb a mix of hopes, dreams, and destinies. As the Boeing 727 taxied onto the runway, none of the 36 passengers and 5 crew members had any inkling of the nightmare that awaited them. Among them was a man who had changed the course of aviation history, a man who had become known as D.B. Cooper. He sat calmly, observing the world around him, his gaze steady, his demeanor unreadable. Little did anyone know that this man was about to plunge them all into a terrifying ordeal. Dressed in a dark suit and black tie, D.B. Cooper cut an unremarkable figure, blending seamlessly into the crowd. He looked like any other business traveler of the time, perhaps a bit older, a bit wearier, but essentially indistinguishable. But beneath that nondescript exterior lurked a darkness that would soon be unleashed. When Cooper decided to board Northwest Orient Flight 305 from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington, he brought with him a danger that was as invisible as it was deadly. With the engine roaring and the plane soaring through the clouds, Cooper casually handed a note to a flight attendant named Tina. The note contained a message so chilling that it sent shivers down the spines of everyone on board. "I have a bomb." These 4 words would echo throughout the aircraft, bouncing off the terrified faces of the passengers and crew. Cooper's calm demeanor was in stark contrast to the storm of emotions that was brewing inside the plane. D.B. Cooper was not a man driven by greed or a thirst for power. His demands were not exorbitant, nor were they rooted in political ideology. Cooper wanted 4 parachutes and $200,000 in cash, an unusual but not unheard of request for a hijacker. Yet as the hours passed and Cooper remained seated, a sense of confusion settled over the passengers and crew. Why hadn't he made a move already? What was he waiting for? As the plane flew over the desolate landscapes of the Pacific Northwest, Cooper finally made his intentions clear. He opened the briefcase, revealing wires, sticks, and a red detonator. Terror gripped the passengers, realizing they were in grave danger. But as the full weight of the situation sank in, a strange calm seemed to descend upon Cooper. He exuded an eerie tranquility that was at once unsettling and mesmerizing. Cooper continued to issue instructions, but now there was an urgency in his voice that demanded immediate attention. He demanded the ransom, $200,000 in brand new bills and 4 parachutes, 3 of which were to be of the advanced type suitable for night jumps. The stakes had been raised and the drama was reaching a crescendo, but amid the chaos and fear, an intriguing detail emerged. Cooper wasn't just a man on a mission. He was a man with a plan. By dusk, the plane touched down in Seattle, marking the beginning of a terrifying game of cat and mouse. As it pulled up to the gate, a swarm of police and FBI officers descended upon the scene. It was as if the airport itself was holding its breath, bracing for impact. But Cooper had other plans. He allowed the frightened passengers to disembark, one by one, each step outside the plane, a step away from danger. But he kept the crew hostage, utilizing them as pawns in his macabre game. One by one, the hostages were released, stepping out into the blinding lights of the airport. Each exits a victory in a battle against fear. Yet with each departure, the tension mounted. Cooper's grip on the remaining hostages tightened, and the question of his ultimate intentions loomed larger. As the minutes ticked by, a growing unease settled over the airport. Where was Cooper taking them? What was his endgame? All these questions swirled in the minds of those gathered there. Then came the most shocking twist of all. Instead of using the hostages as bargaining chips, Cooper played his final card, plunging the night into darkness. With the hostages gone, Cooper turned his attention to the skies, ordering the pilot to take the plane back into the night. High above the city, the jet roared to life, piercing the darkness with its engine's deafening roar. The remaining hostages watched in suspense as the plane ascended into the star-studded sky. On the ground, the FBI and police forces were left grasping at straws. Their investigation had taken a turn from the ordinary to the extraordinary, and they were struggling to keep up. Somewhere above the sprawling landscape of the Pacific Northwest, D.B. Cooper made his move. Armed with a briefcase filled with whatever his heart desired and an air of invincibility about him, he prepared to make his final descent. He donned one of the parachutes, adjusting the straps with a precision that spoke of both confidence and experience. Then, with a suddenness that defied expectations, he opened the side window and leaped into the dark abyss. As he plummeted through the clouds, the wind whipping through his hair, a sense of exhilaration must have coursed through him. For a brief moment, he was free, truly free. But the freedom was short-lived. The dense forests of the Pacific Northwest welcomed him with open arms, or rather with thorny branches and unforgiving terrain. Yet Cooper was undeterred. With a combination of luck, skill, and audacity, he navigated the treacherous landscape. What became of D.B. Cooper remains one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century. Despite extensive investigations, no trace of him was ever found, leaving behind a legacy of unanswered questions and wild theories. The FBI's involvement led to one of the longest and most extensive manhunts in history. Over 800 suspects were considered, with fingerprints, photographs, and countless hours of interviews poring over every possible lead. Yet Cooper's true identity remained shrouded in secrecy, his whereabouts a puzzle that defied even the brightest minds. In the absence of concrete evidence, rumors and speculation ran rampant. Some believed that Cooper had perished in the jump, his body lost to the unforgiving wilderness. Others clung to the theory that he had survived, vanishing into the vast expanse of the United States to live a life under a new identity. This ambiguity only added to the enigma, creating a legend that captured the public's imagination. The mystery of D.B. Cooper continues to captivate and intrigue people worldwide. His daring escape and subsequent disappearance have become a subject of fascination, spawning numerous books, documentaries, and films. Theories abound, each attempting to piece together the fragments of this perplexing tale. Imagine, if you will, the chilling spectacle that unfolded that fateful night. A lone figure silhouetted against the backdrop of a moonlit sky, leaping from a moving airplane high above the ground. As he plunges into the darkness, the wind snatching at his clothes, the question echoes through the silence. Did he survive the fall? What if Cooper didn't die that night? What if he lived out his days under a false identity, forever haunted by the memory of his audacious crime? The thought sends a shiver down our spines. His brazen act of defiance, his calculated risk, and the audacious plan executed with precision and poise. And now we want to hear from you. What do you think happened to D.B. Cooper? Did he vanish into thin air, or did he perish in the night? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video captivating, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more thrilling tales. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the darkest corners of human mystery. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and remember, some secrets are best left buried.